Today I'm sharing 4 things supplement brand can implement today to increase their sales. We're gonna take a look at this brand over here, and yeah, and let's start looking. So the first thing on my list would be to be more aggressive with price drops. So I'm gonna use a Keepa extension over here to look at the sales rank history and so on. So I think this brand has been doing quite a good job about 2-3 years ago. The pricing was very aggressive, constant lightning deals as far as I can see. In 2023, as I can see, lightning deals became much more cheaper. But this brand had to stop running them. And as you can see, like everything until this point, let's say end of Q1 2023 was going pretty well. They were regular spikes in BSR up to like top 5,000. After that, the rank has been slowly shifting down. If we just zoom in over here, starting from April 2023, we can see that gradually the ranking has been declining, and in the specific subcategory of vitamin D supplements, this product has been about 300, 400, and this year is closer to like 500, 600, 700. So one thing that I definitely can suggest here for this brand is to introduce regular price drops. As you can see, currently the full price is 19.90 over here. So what I usually do when we try to boost the BSR for product, we try to do a significant discount of, let's say, 20% and keep it for 1 or 2 weeks, right? Sometimes we use a 7-21 rule where we drop the price for 7 days and then we keep it back at the normal price for 21 days and then we drop it for 7 days again. I'm going to show you today one of the products where we have been working and applying this strategy. So January, end of December is when we started working with this brand, and we've been also producing new images for this listing. But generally what I want to show today is the trend in terms of the BSR over here and the price drop that had a lot of impact on the ranking of this product. So you can see the first drop happened on January 12th. We kept it for 2 weeks over here, and over the time we dropped 20%, slightly less than that. And over time we have went from, let's say average number was 100 in the subcategory, while the price was much lower. We improved significantly to like number 60s on a regular basis, and we increased price back over here, and you can see that rank was still higher than the rank before that. The second price drop we did in February, right over here, so we could keep a $10 discount only for 1 week. Then we had to adjust it to 10% discount, but you can see how big of a spike in terms of the subcategory ranking over here, right? So it already entered like top 40 on a regular basis, and for a couple of days we were present in top 40 for some consistent time. And then after we increased the price back to 59 over here, you can see the rank definitely started to slip, but overall it was closer to position 60 on the average. So it was, again, much higher than it was before we started working with it, right? So same price, but better ranking. So we did another price change in March. We were out of buy box for a couple of days. After we reinstated the buy box, we had to push with full price. So we really didn't run any price drop for about maybe 60 days over here. But you still can see that the ranking was already improving even with 59.99 price, right? We were on a regular basis in top 60. And then we were also having some issues with the buy box and stock. So for about like 2.5 months, we were selling at the full price. And even then, you can see our ranking has generally been improving, and the line from January has been only going up. Then we had a major drop because of the out of stock over here. And then once the product came back to stock, we started to do slower drops in prices and boosting our ranking significantly. So since the situation in June, you can see that subcategory ranking has improved significantly on a regular basis. this definitely looks like a solid product over here, right? You can see that we're regular entering top 30, top 23, and in terms of monthly sales, this listing does about 35, 40,000 per month, right? So I think a similar strategy can be introduced for this product. So for example, drop it by 20% for 7 or 14 days, then you can keep the higher price for maybe 2-3 weeks, then do another drop. You can do a bigger drop for let's say 3 days, and then you can do 20% off for 3 days, and then for 4 days you can do 10% off, for example. So combine that. But what it does, it does this boost to your conversion rates. It does this boost to your BSR. Amazon algorithms pick it up and they start ranking you higher organically. So when you switch to full price, you can stick there, right? Because I think your product is still competitive, your full price is still not high enough, but we drop the price in order to give this boosts to our overall important metrics that Amazon scans all the time. So the second thing in this list would be virtual bundles. So I can see that you guys have multiple different listings like this, for example, and this, and you also have a couple other listings, but you don't really have any virtual bundles. They're not showing up here. They're not showing up over here. So I assume you don't utilize virtual bundles. Virtual bundles is a function where you can combine two of your FBA ASINs, and it will create a separate ASIN where these two products will be offered together as one product. You don't have to pay anything on having virtual bundles, but one of the benefits is that if someone buys, you actually move 2 units at the same time. And recently in 2024, we definitely see a bigger push from Amazon of virtual bundles in front of customers. And we can see bigger and bigger impacts of virtual bundles to total sales, in some accounts up to 15 or 20% a month. So definitely supplements owners, health brands, pet brands. If you have multiple products that are compatible with each other, you absolutely should utilize virtual bundles in 2024. This could be a big advantage. This could be a big advantage, definitely. So the next one, I would say subscribe and save coupons. I don't know if you guys tested these, but for example, one of the competitors, obviously, it's an Amazon listing, but also it's vitamin D3. You can see there is this badge on their listing. It says save 10% on your first subscribe and save order. So definitely it's useful to test them. I have tested them in many different niches, specifically in pets and in supplements. And only recently, last week, we've been testing this 15% off subscribe and save coupons on one of the items where we really struggled to sell off. And the PPC wasn't working because unit economics on that item is quite weak, right? It's quite low margin. So we started to introduce subscribe and save coupons, and we just started to move more units, specifically in supplements. So yeah, I mean, subscribe and save coupons work really good. And if you sell repeatable products, if you sell supplements, you should test them, definitely. So the final thing I wanted to say, it comes down to the defensive ads. But since I did this analysis, I decided to dig a little bit deeper, and I found out that you guys don't run any ads at all. So my fourth advice would be turn on your ads, at least for a very minimal budget, like, I don't know, 500 a month. You can protect your brand terms. You can protect some placements on your own listings. You can squeeze sales with really good ROAS if you allocate smaller budgets. I wanted to talk only about defensive campaigns, but I ran some checks and I can see 0 sponsor keywords. So enable your ads. Find a person who can set up ads for you. Tell them, I want low ACOS, I have low budget, and you'll get it. You definitely need it. So 4 things I covered in today's video. So that's going to be regular price drops, utilization of virtual bundles, utilization of subscribe and save coupons, and finally, run sponsor products with minimum budget, set high ROAS targets, and I think you should be fine.